Parents and investors alike ask us, what about the schools? This is John McConnin. Thanks for coming to our website. I will provide information about market info on future videos. We're going to discuss school info and community info right now and how to get it. First of all, let me just say that you can send me an email and I will set you up with these reports. However, if you want to get the reports right now, I know when I'm on the net, I want to learn. I want to do things fast and get the information. I'm in the mood to consume it right then. So let me just say you could go to the easiest way to get it. I offered a lot of different places, but the easiest one is to go to San Diego Home. That's San Diego HO.me, not San Diego Home.com, but San Diego HO.me. Scroll down, fill this out. The next page will ask you for your targeted zip and zips, and you can just this report will be sent to you within about 5 minutes. So that's infrequently less, but I'm just providing a little cushion. Now, what will you get in those reports? Well, I think we all know the reason why buyers work with realtors is realtors should have a strong working area of the area that they're helping people purchase a home in or sell a home in. And there's no question, I came out here in San Diego in 1988 for law school. I've had friends with kids go to just about every school in San Diego. I also know my kids play golf. I play golf. We've played at a lot of the country clubs, and I know the reputations of the others, even if I haven't been there. So, there's no substitute for talking to people. We have a boat. We even know where we like putting our boat. And I'm just one realtor. We have multiple realtors in my office, all with their experiences, and not promoting working with other people, but there's no substitute for an experienced agent. There's just I'm just surprised. I made that mistake myself. One of the reasons I became a realtor is because I bought a house with a realtor from my area in a different area. That was just such a mistake. I should have wound up buying a mile away from where I did, and it just created such a hassle. So the first thing you should do, I believe, is work with experienced agents. But maybe before you even ask them questions, you're also like me and you like to have the data. Well, I can provide this report. I pay for it. It's a premium service. But we can get you the data, a nice little mapping, 1 mile, 3 mile, 2 miles. And for instance, my kids went to Poinsettia Elementary when we lived in Brussie Ranch. And Poinsettia Elementary has 22-to-1 student-teacher ratio. No, my kids went there. I knew which teachers have been, which ones weren't. And but I found it interesting. I looked at the teachers and the staff. I looked at the teacher ratios of schools around. That's solidly in Carlsbad. You can see different ratios in different cities. But frequently, I think you'll see in that 20 to 24 range for elementary schools. But then, even right up the street, if you want to do a private high school, that I know my brother who teaches golf at Encinitas Ranch knew one of the founders. I've spoken with the founders. They set the school up. He didn't exactly say this, but I think it was based on sort of the prep school model where the teachers and the principal have a history of having connections to top schools. I know in this case they're looking for Ivy League schools back east for their students. A lot of them. They're really working. It reminds me of the prep school model that I was originally from Greenwich. Some of my friends went to prep schools. A lot of them wound up taking a junior year over and going to a top Ivy League school, and I believe that this was sort of the model they founded Pacific Ridge School on. And if you look, I believe I saw the data that Pacific Ridge School put out about a year and a half ago, and their students did go to a high percentage of top schools. Now, I played golf with some public school principals, and they told me that Ivy League schools back east are interested in geographic diversity, and if you do well at the public schools, you'll get to go to Ivy League schools too, or your kid will. Nevertheless, I saw the proof there. My kids are going to go to private schools. I have 4 kids. If I sent my first kid to a private school, I don't know how I'd be paying for college and private schools at the same time. So my kids will be going to public school. So I'm just pointing this out as knowledge, not because I'm pumping it or anything else. So that's my point, is that you get the data here, then you ask questions about it, and you help search on an area, and then For instance, you could even then use the market info and say, well, what are we looking at in terms of the 90-day trend of prices and houses coming on the market? Well, right now it's November 13th. I don't know why it says 03. Oh no, that's the date, not the year. Seasonal in San Diego listings always fall off. A lot of homeowners don't want to have showings during the holidays or sell during the holidays, so the listings fall off the map. However, if you're a seller, your competition's way down, and if you're a buyer, this could be an opportunity. I just know from working with buyers, and one of my agents put helped two doctors buy homes in the last week or two. They're closing the next week. One closed last week, one's closing the next week. There is selection right now, and a buyer, I can tell you so many times in San Diego, the selection has been very, 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 it's been terrible if you're from a buyer standpoint. So, if you're hearing this now, it's a good time to be a buyer. I think it's so oddly a good time to be a seller. I guess I'm just trying to say it's maybe sort of a balanced market, small word. It's a reasonable market. That's what I'm trying to say. So again, if you want to get this report, and it's for the school info and the community info, just send me an email. I'll fill it out, the form, and get it over to you. Or you can go to sandiegoho.me and fill it out for yourself, and you'll get that data right away. So thanks, John McConnin for San Diego Home, San Diego Coastal Home Search, and favoriterealestate.com. I've got other websites, but those are the three main ones right now. Thanks.